Hey guys, hey girls, hey boys. If you're new to my channel, my name is Mari, also known as MariiiBajariii here on YouTube. Hello, welcome to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial on this makeup look right here, but along with trying so many new products. I don't know if they're just new to me or I'm missing out, or like the people I follow on YouTube are not showing these products. I don't know what it is, but I went to Target recently and I kind of went ham and just threw a lot of stuff in the cart. So I'll be trying out some foundation, some concealer, some primers, some eyeshadows, lip gloss, all that good stuff. So if you guys are interested to see what products I use and what I think about them, then I suggest you keep on watching. But before I start this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on your post notification bell so you're notified every single time your girl posts. And without further ado, let's get right into today's video. Alright guys, so we're going to be trying lots of new drugstore makeup. So the other day I went to Target and I haven't really looked in the makeup section recently. I usually just go for what I need, surprisingly. But I was like, let me just look in the makeup, and I found a ton of new stuff. Well, at least they were new for me. I don't know if no one's talking about these products, or I'm just not following the right YouTubers to talk about these products. I don't know. I grabbed a whole bunch and I'm super excited to use them today. It's not gonna be like everything brand new, but like majority is gonna be new products. So let's just jump right into it. Okay, so the first two items I have right here are actually primers. I know, oh my gosh, what? I don't really use primers like that, but these caught my eye. This is the Glass Correct primer base. I have a green one and I have a yellow one. I got this because it's like kind of like color correcting, I believe. This one's for brightening and this one corrects redness. So I'm thinking about putting this under like my eye area, and then the redness maybe around like this area right here. I am not a color corrector specialist whatsoever, but I've always wanted to like figure out how to do it, but I need to actually like look into it. So we're just gonna go with the flow right now. I'm actually just shaking them up because they have been sitting in my drawer, taking the protector things off. So I'm gonna start off with the green. I'm gonna put it around this area right here because this is where I have my redness. I don't really know if I see the redness going away. I feel like it kind of just blended out a nice sheer color. Nothing too dramatic. Okay, I'm not gonna go too ham with this because I don't really know how it's gonna work, you know? Okay, now I'm gonna go in with the yellow primer and we'll put this on this area right here. This is kind of giving me like the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Under Eye Cream. Like the way it looks, I feel like it looks like the way the eye cream brightens, like not too much, but just a hint. So it definitely blends out clear, but I feel like it gives you a nice like brightened glow. So for this look, I'm going for like a light, soft glam, nothing too heavy. But like the eye look, I got some pretty nice shadows, so we'll get to that. But for the next product is a tinted hydrator. This is by Wet n Wild as well. I saw this and I was like, okay, let me try it. So I'm a little iffy when it comes to tinted moisturizers, tinted hydrators, tinted foundation, whatever it is, because it is lightweight, you know. Not that I'm a full coverage girl, but I want something that gives me coverage. Obviously, if I'm gonna take the time to put it on, I want it to do something, not just sheer, you know. So I grabbed this one. I'm in the shade, what shade did I grab? Oh, I got the shade Medium Tan. So it says it is a tinted skin veil, hyaluronic acid, and squalene. I'm not really sure what that is. Oil-free and sheer to medium coverage. So I actually tried this earlier. I kind of just put it on my hand and started to blend it out, and it gave me a nice coverage. Like again, it wasn't too thick, but it just evened everything out. Because as you can tell, I do have some like discoloration right here, my cheeks. I'm very like pale, so you can definitely see like my veins in this area, and it definitely covered it up. But I'm gonna actually apply it with a brush and not a beauty sponge, because I feel like the beauty sponge would soak it up. Or you can even use your hands, but I don't really want to use my hands right now. I feel like it'll get too messy. We'll see how it goes with the brush. So I'm going to start by applying it on my finger and then just kind of like put it all over the face. I'm going to use this to blend it out. I feel like this is like the perfect everyday, not even foundation, just like a tinted moisturizer. Nothing too heavy. And I'm not really a fan of using brushes when it comes to foundation, just because I feel like it makes it look streaky. But since this isn't too thick, I feel like it's the perfect thing to apply it with. This is definitely like summer friendly. Like you're going to the beach, you want a little bit of coverage, nothing too thick. But I don't see this lasting for sure. Like this is definitely something that's just for like a quick lightweight look. But the way it just covers everything so nicely, I really like it. Like I feel like I haven't heard anyone talk about this product. Like where have I been or where is everyone? Okay, so I love this way it's looking on the skin. The only thing I'm not a fan of is around this area where I do need more coverage because it's a little uneven. But I feel like the concealer can definitely help with that. But as you guys can tell, it's just like a nice glowy tinted moisturizer. Like nothing too dramatic. Kind of just evens out the skin tone. And it gives me like a nice like golden look as well. So now let's move on to the concealer. So this product is also a new product for me. This is the Wet n Wild. I was kind of just shopping in the Wet n Wild area. So this is the Wet n Wild Incognito concealer. Again, I haven't heard anything about it, but I was intrigued. So this is the all day full coverage concealer and I picked up the shade Light Medium. She's definitely very scented. It smells really good though, but if you're not a fan, again, of scents, you will not like this, but it smells very fresh. Okay, so we're gonna apply this under the eyes. Right here. I've been loving the way I like to apply concealer like this. Just like in the inner corner area and then up here to help give a nice like sleeked look. And I'm gonna put a little bit right here because this is where I feel a little discoloration. And then I'm gonna go in with this beauty sponge to blend it out. We'll start with this area. All right, definitely a lot more full coverage than that hydrator, but that is expected. And then I'm gonna start to blend it out under the eyes. Oh, this concealer is nice. This is giving me like Tarte Shape Tape vibes. Such a pretty concealer. It blends out so seamlessly. You guys, I'm so impressed with this concealer. So I don't have a new setting powder, so I'm just gonna go in with my Laura Mercier translucent powder. Using that same beauty sponge to make sure everything is blended out, no creasing, and just begin to press the powder into the skin. And then to set the rest of the face, I'm going in with my Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade Fair Light. Still using that same brush, I kind of just like to press the powder into the skin with it. And then I go in with a powder brush to just make sure everything is blended out. Okay, so I actually just picked up this spray. This is Glisten Up Illuminating Mist by Fourth Ray. So Fourth Ray is ColourPop's sister brand, I believe. So I picked up the Glisten Up one as well as the Do It. So I'm gonna do the Glisten Up first. So I've been loving just putting on some like setting spray after foundation just so everything can settle nicely. So I'm gonna spray this one. It smells like oranges, vitamin C, all that good stuff. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the eyes and we'll complete the face after. So I picked up two palettes, both from Wet n Wild, of course. I was just like going ham on that section. So these are the Wet n Wild Color Icon palettes in Sundays. This is like a little 5 shadow palette, and then we have Heart and Soul. They kind of look similar. This one's a little more golden. This one has some pink tones. So I'm not too sure which one I want to use. Okay, so these are what the two palettes look like. I don't know which one I want to go for. I'm kind of leaning towards this one, but that's because I always love like these golden tones. But then I kind of love the peachy tones over here. Maybe I'll just mix the two. So I'm gonna start off with this palette right here. So I'm taking my Morphe M441 blending brush and we're gonna start off with this peach shade right here. I'm gonna start by applying that peach shade into the crease. So I want more of an orange tone, so I'm gonna go into this palette right here and take this orange shade. Okay, so I'm loving this bright orange shadow, but I'm like, I don't know what I want to do next. Like, do I want to make it darker? Should I keep it on the orange side? I'm kind of obsessed with this orange. I think I want to darken it up a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna go back into this palette and use this shade right here using a Morphe M514 brush, and we're just gonna pack this on the outer corner and then blend inwards. Now I'm gonna go back into this palette and I'm probably gonna grab a little bit of this shade right here using the same Morphe M514 brush. and apply that to the outer corner to darken it up a little more, and then blend inwards again. So this shimmer shade right here is calling my name, so I think I'm gonna apply that to the lid. So I'm gonna start by applying it with my finger first. It's just hard with my nails, so I can't really get in like the inner area. Okay, and then for like the center of the lid, I'm gonna take this shimmer shade right here. Okay, so I will say, I don't know if it's a brush or the shimmer shade, but that one's not really performing that well. But it's okay, because it's like a subtle inner corner highlight, but it's not as pigmented as I thought it would be. Okay, then I'll go back in with that dark brown shade just to bring it back in a little more in the outer corner. So I'm not gonna be doing eyeliner, but I do want the eyeliner effect. So I'm gonna take that same dark brownish shade right there. So I'm pretty much just going to be lining the lash line as if it were eyeliner, but it just gives it a nice softer look. I've been obsessed with this technique recently and I can't stop. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the eyeshadow right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply some lashes. So today's lashes, I'm using my Lashes by Bajari Manifest lashes. These are my go-to, super fluffy, and they literally just complete every look. I love them so much. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna use these. Look how nice and fluffy those are. I'm gonna go ahead and apply them off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have the lashes on. Do you guys see how nice and full and fluffy these are? Love them. I love me a nice fluffy lash. So I'm pretty much just going to smoke out the lower lash line with the same shadows that I use. So like the dark brown shade and all the orange tones. So I'm gonna start off by using a Sigma E65 brush with that dark brown. I feel like, again, it gives me kind of like an eyeliner illusion. You guys see the difference? And then I'm gonna take that orange shade using a pencil brush to smoke it out. Okay, so now that I went ahead and smoked out the lower lash line, I want to apply some mascara. So this is the Galactic Play Duo. So now I'm going to move on to bronzer. I'm going in with my Benefit Hoola bronzer. I'm using the BH Cosmetics X Nazanin Kavari number 3 brush. This is like the perfect bronzer brush. I'm obsessed with it. I love how my skin is looking with this tinted moisturizer. It's so nice. And then apply some on the nose. Now for blush, I'm going in with the Beauty Creations X Marilla Twins Quad Goals. I've been obsessed with these two blushes. I just mix them and they give me such a nice blushy look, but it has like a sheen to it where it just gives me a nice glow. So I just mix both of them and apply it to the cheeks. But since we have more of like a orange peachy look, I'm gonna focus more on this blush. So before I go in with a little bit of highlights, I'm going to take another setting spray. This is the 4th Ray Do It Hydrating Hyaluronic Mist. So while I let that sit, I'm going to go in with my 24-hour brow setter by Benefit. Okay, so I want a little bit of a glow, but not too much. I haven't really been into highlighter like that recently, but I'm taking my Laura Geller highlighter in Gilded Honey. This is an oldie but a goodie. Just put a little bit on my Morphe M510 brush. Alright guys, lastly for the lips, I have one new item. This is the Maybelline Lifter Gloss. I have been like wanting to get my hands on this, but I don't know why I haven't. And then something told me recently to buy it. So this is the shade Reef. I really didn't know what color to choose, but I'm so happy I chose this one because it is a gorgeous shade. So I'm going to be lining my lips with the Morphe Sweet Tea Lip Liner and then applying this right on top. Alright guys, so this is what the lip combo is looking like. I've been obsessed. This gloss is such a pretty pink, but not like too pink. Especially when you use it with a nice brown liner. So freaking gorgeous and it smells so good. So I'm going to go ahead and fix up my hair and I'll be right back to close out this video. Alright you guys, so this is the completed makeup look. I honestly am obsessed with all of the products that I tried. Wet n Wild is killing it. If you guys have not tried any of these products, I highly recommend it. The primer is not too sure how I feel about it. I feel like they didn't really do much, except for the yellow one definitely did brighten. The tinted hydrator, if you want something very lightweight to give you some coverage but nothing too dramatic, highly recommend. The concealer, bomb, literally like a Tarte Shape Tape dupe. I'm obsessed. I feel like I'm gonna be using this a lot more often now. And the palettes were amazing. Wet n Wild never fails with the eyeshadow palettes, which is crazy because they're so inexpensive. And the Maybelline lip gloss, you need it. You need it in your life. So yeah, that is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to give a thumbs up, comment down below what you like in the future. Please subscribe, stay booming, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.